I'm back from another game that stayed under the total, but I have a feeling Mark Zinno is going to yell at me about the
You're a
results
jerk.
of that Cleveland State
So-
Robert Morris game here in just a moment. We
I
do
mean,
have eventually
okay.
we hold on,
God,
hold on. We have a best bet and we have two
God,
college basketball plays we're
of
going to get
course,
to.
like
We
that's
went deep
different
on the
from any
card
other
on
damn
Thursday.
show. Like that's different from any other. Been doing the same show since we started. Two best bets and a show best bet. You need to tell people that at this point in time.
What if someone's tuning in for the first time? Have you ever thought of that?
I listen. I hope somebody is tuning in for the first time because they're going to get a case of the ass from me to you because we're not getting along today, and I'm not happy about this. We agree on nothing today, and what you did last night sucked. Okay,
It's my
everybody
fault.
knows. Yes, it is. But the funny part is
Can
how
I
you
set
led.
the
Oh,
stage? Can I
no,
can I set the
because
stage?
your introduction really set me off because you led with something positive for you, knowing it was negative for me and the show because we had the
Negative
same bet
flip.
on the show.
We did. It wasn't
You
good.
didn't give out the under yesterday. That wasn't a client play for you. Cleveland State was a
No,
client play for me. We gave it out on the show together. But you're
we
like,
did.
oh, my BP under streak is still intact.
Was going to get into it. So let me set the stage here. The under was a winner from the start. All right, the under was a winner from the start. Now, Adam Trigger also had, who I was with at the game, he made the long drive to Cleveland. Then he just went home. This guy is dedicated. Anyone who, let me tell you something. If you have a problem with Adam Trigger, I got a problem with you. Although
He's
I know
got a
you have a
couple of
problem with
screws
Adam
loose.
Trigger.
He's got a couple of
I know
screws loose.
I know you've got a problem with Adam Trigger because of the story I told you off air and the story
Well,
I am now going to repeat to our fine viewers. So Cleveland State was winning by 4.5. Yes. Okay. In addition to giving out the under on the Power Five, I gave out Cleveland State on this program. You had Cleveland State. Trig had Cleveland State laying the points. They were winning by 4 at halftime.
tell the
Trig,
world what the schmuck did.
okay, the dedicated social media contributor that Trig is, he wanted to
needed
like
a better
walk
view.
around the concourse. Yes, he wanted a better view. He wanted to take video. So he's like, let's move over there for the second half. Hey, I'm just along for the ride. I just, had a Bell's too hearted. I said, sure, okay, I'll move wherever you want. And then we move to the other side.
Can we get a beer over there? Okay, then I'll go.
All right. So we moved to that side of the arena. Everything went wrong for Cleveland State after that. And I said to Trig, I said to him, hey, man, since we moved seats, this game's not going so good. Do you want to move back? He didn't want to. I tried to move him back for you.
You know what a real man would have done? A real man would have got his ass up and walked back to the seat and sat by himself. Because that's how you grind a game. I expect better of you. I'm disappointed in you. Your fault.
I take full responsibility for Cleveland State not getting it done last night. It was terrible.
Next time, you don't ever, everyone knows this, you don't ever move seats when it's trending in your direction. Ever. You only switch seats when it's going bad. You change the mojo up. You change the cosmos of the universe, the karma. This is your first day gambling? It's your first day watching a basketball game? Hi, rookie. Welcome to the show.
Sorry. It didn't get home. I wanted to move back. What was I going to sit by myself?
Being the incredible vagine that you are, we're afraid to go sit by yourself.
I want to sit by myself? I like talking to people.
You know what?
All right.
Let me ask you a question. What's better, okay? Sitting by yourself and winning a bet or sitting with other people and losing the bet?
Point. That's a good point.
Thank you.
I do often ignore your texts during games when things are going well and I don't want to hear from them, or when they're going poorly and I don't want to hear and I don't want to be reminded how poorly they're going. Anyway,
when you text me, I'm a tool, I'm an idiot, I'm the stupidest person alive, do I always respond? Yes, because I'm a guy you ride and die with. Okay, I'm the guy you want in the foxhole. You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
Okay, Jack. Well, let's get to some positive things here. Let's get to some games that are going to win today, I believe. Oh, there we go. Mel Gibson is in again. I'll tell you, I watched Braveheart recently after we talked about it. I think I've mentioned that.
Freedom,
anyway,
baby. Freedom.
That is a badass move right there to yell freedom, like when you're being like drawn and quartered. I can't imagine being drawn and quartered. I would have given up right away, to your point. Anyway, you are not going to give up. And as a matter of fact, you are only digging deeper, Mark Zinno. You are taking us all the way out west today to the Big Sky Conference. Montana is hosting Idaho State. Number seems a little short with Montana, and you're going to take advantage.
Don't care that the line has come down. And Idaho State looks like the Bengals, and we know how I feel about the Bengals. They suck. So anyway, that said, Montana and Idaho State. Here's the thing about the Big Sky. The top two teams, Northern Colorado and Montana, have a clear gap between teams 3 and the rest of the conference. Idaho State falls below 3 as those teams in the rest of the conference. What really sets this apart here for me is the Montana offense, a team that is 28th in the country in effective field goal percentage, 64th in three-point shooting in the country. All right, going up against a defense in Idaho State that is dead last in the conference this year in effective field goal percentage and three-point field goal percentage defense. That's enough for me here. Both of these defenses aren't great. Just understand, guys, the Montana defense isn't exactly anything to get excited about. They're not good either, but there's just a huge gap between this Montana offense and the Idaho State offense. So we're going to go with Montana here. The Grizz at home to get it done, laying the 3.5.
Please smash that like button if you agree. Mark Zinno, this show is tremendous. I actually rewatched it last night after I got home, and I would give the show a 5 out of 5 yesterday. I actually smashed that like button.
Got your ass back to the seat where they were winning.
Yes. But this show is tremendous for many reasons. And here's one of them. I defy you, fine viewers of the Morning Wager, to find any other show on the internet that would talk about the Campbell fighting camels twice in 1 week with all these college basketball games to talk about. This one is about to. If you remember, Mark.
That's because you're a hump.
On Monday.
That's why you like the Camels. You're a hump.
All right. Yeah, there we go. All right. You're very ornery today. There you see the K's jumping through the sea. I don't think they have camels in North Carolina. Where is our good friend Aaron Kidd? I would like someone out to tell me that they've seen one camel outside of a zoo in North Carolina. Anyway, on Monday, if you remember, Mark, we faded this Campbell team as a big favorite for the first time all season. They were laying double digits against the North Carolina A&T team that, quite frankly, was terrible. They had 2 players recently suspended for point shaving. But guess what? As it turns out, when you get rid of guys that might be working against you, the team plays better. We cashed with North Carolina A&T on Monday against Campbell. And I'm going to fade Campbell again here on Thursday as they make the trip up to Boston to face Northeastern. Line has already moved in Northeastern's direction. Looking at the WagerTalk odds screen, it's gone from 2.5 to 4.5. So we missed the best of the number. But here's the thing, and I talked about this Monday, Mark, and I'm going to keep talking about it until things change. Campbell's 3. Look, I get that certain teams are better at defending the 3 than others. Campbell, number 1 in the country, though, in conference play, allowing 22.4% shooting from 3. You cannot. It defies the laws of mathematics to allow 22% shooting from 3 over the course of an entire conference schedule. Regression is forthcoming. Now, Mark, in the interest of full disclosure, I will acknowledge the fact that when it comes to shooting the 3, Northeastern's not very good. They're actually last in the Coastal. So is this the team to inflict regression on Campbell? We shall see. But I think they can hit it. I think they can hit enough. They're at home. Campbell just had a 6-game ATS win streak snapped when they did not beat North Carolina A&T. They were losing for a good portion of that game to North Carolina A&T. Northeastern at home is my play. Campbell, teams are going to start making threes against this operation. You can, again, 22% from 3.
I hope Northeastern misses every 3 they take tonight.
That is a very mean thing to say, in my opinion.
Well, again, that's where I am with you right now. It's not been a good morning for us. It has not.
Why? Just because I didn't pick Trig up and carry him back to the seats we were sitting at originally?
Because every single game I threw at you, you disagreed with me this morning. So, and I hope Northeastern wins. I'm going to celebrate when they do.
I hope Northeastern wins as well, because that's what I just gave out.
Campbell.
Thank you. Yes. All right. There you go. All right. Anyway, there is a game we agree on because for those of you who are new to the program, at the end of the show, we always have a best bet that Mark, he likes Montana. I like Northeastern. But there's a game we both like in the NBA. The Miami Heat, Mark, I would ask you if you caught what happened to them last night, but I know you did because we have talked about it at great length before the show started. The Miami Heat, things were going swimmingly through 3 quarters against the Oklahoma City Thunder last night. They scored 93 points through 3 quarters against the league's top defensive team.
Yeah.
And then the bottom dropped out. Oklahoma City opened the 4th quarter on a 24-0 run. I don't know if I've seen that before.
No.
NBA or college. 24-0. And the Heat.
Well, you did see a 24-0 run in college because it just happened last week.
Yes, because I was on the wrong side. Yes, I was on the wrong side of it. Yes, Santa Clara. Never. Thank you for reminding me. Anyway, we think the Miami Heat are going to be very motivated after that embarrassing fourth quarter display, and we're going to take them on the money line against the Dallas Mavericks, who are a little fat happy. Nobody Dallas.
The funny part is that it happened to you, and you didn't remember.
I tried to block it out. Look, okay, I got a lot to remember dealing with you every day. Okay, I mean, what I'm getting hit with. Anyway,
I mean, Oklahoma did a 21-2 run against Missouri in a game that I was on the Sooners on. So yeah, it's kind of strange. It's been those kind of runs have been happening, but that was funny.
So
you made me laugh.
It happens more often than not. I apologize. Anyway, the Dallas Mavericks also played last night. They beat Golden State. Nice win for Klay Thompson against his former team. So Mark Zinno, right before the NBA goes on its All-Star break, we're going to give him one more in the NBA Miami Heat money line against Dallas. Any thoughts you would like to add on this game?
Yeah, it took you forever to get there, man. Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry, I was rambling. Well, you were laughing and crying. I didn't know.
Here's the other part. Obviously, Miami should be hyper-focused again after that loss last night. Why? Because they're a team coached by Eric Spoelstra. And he's just not a guy who allows that to happen night in and night out, right? He's not a guy that's going to allow his team to roll over and just call it quits. So I would expect a better focused effort from the Heat for 4 quarters. Dallas also last night, they got 42 points from Kyrie Irving, who shot 70% from 3 in the game and didn't miss a free throw. There's probably some regression coming for Kyrie. I'll bank against the fact that he's not dropping 40 again. 25, maybe. 40, no. Miami is still a very good defensive team. And that's really one of the biggest reasons between Dallas last night, between Kyrie and Klay Thompson, who had big-time nights. Klay against his former team. They should come back to the pack a little bit here. Miami should take advantage. Again, it's very telling that Miami is the favorite here to a team that is much better at home against a team that's bad on the road. And, you know, the lack of offense that Dallas has across the board overall. But not only that, without Anthony Davis and the size matchup there, it's telling that Miami is a short favorite here. So we'll back the Heat.
Talked about the total on this game on the Power 5. You can roll your eyes now. But we also like the Miami Heat.
I'll watch that show. Don't waste your time.
They are the right side. That's 2 or 3 things I think you've crossed the line here on this program today with me.
What are you going to do about it? Switch seats?
No, I actually like the seat I'm in right now.
I know. Because the show wins. So you stayed in the same seat. Notice the pattern?
Yeah. It would be odd if I got up and sat in a different seat. I mean,
I once left the game at a soccer play. I sat in a different seat for 4 minutes. Well, you blabbed about blah, 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 soccer, blah, 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 pitch, blah, 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 kick, blah, 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 blah.
Well, blah, 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 win. That play won. What do you got to say about that, pal?
You did win.
You know what else won?
And then I tried to play that play, but my book wouldn't offer the stupid, thing that you were offering about 3/4 of a half point when you lay it or whatever the hell it is.
It's something like that. Anyway, you know what else won was Villanova last night. That was my lone client play. Thanks to all who were on board there. Now, that's just if you'd like to get up, that's me. But if you know what, if you'd like to get on board with my good friend Mark, no, hold on. No, hold on. I got to talk about something. I am glad that graphic is up here because Mark Zinno, you never cease to amaze me. Okay, yesterday. This graphic, this fine graphic that the team at WagerTalk put together, all access pass, 30 days, less than $8 per day. Yeah. You get every winner from your favorite handicapper for $239. Yeah. You took umbrage with this picture. Would you like to look in the bottom left corner of the picture?
Is that me? It's all really blurry. Is that me? They put me up there?
It's you.
All right, cool.
You're in the picture. And you were in the picture yesterday. This is not a new picture. You are in the picture. So yes, no, it's not new. It has not been changed. You were in the picture yesterday. You're in the picture today.
I feel like I need more center building.
Okay, I mean,
nobody puts baby in the corner. Picture. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
You need to be put in the corner after some of your behavior on the program today. Yes. All right.
I mean, and of course, you had to bring up the Villanova thing to tout your own record and stroke yourself like you always do. On top of it, beating my Johnnies.
I love Villanova as a client play. I'm so happy for my clients.
For them.
Yeah, my clients got screwed because you got up and changed seats. And oh, by the way, Georgia Tech ended up cashing yesterday on the show. I talk with everybody. I put it out on Twitter that hey, it was a no play for me because of the craziness, the line movement. Stanford went off in that game as a 2.5 point favorite. That was a
That was crazy.
5-point swing. And that's the second day in a row, a swing like that with Mississippi State the other night, and then Stanford last night, where the line movement went in one team's direction and they lost outright. So make of that what you will, kiddies. That was a very interesting. I'm kind of glad I stayed off it just because I would have been stressing all day long about the line movement, but nonetheless, it was worth. I thought we were pretty good with our breakdown. And again, Georgia Tech still was missing their best player in Javian McCollum last night. Stanford just played like absolute dog piss on trees. Yeah, ass would be the other.
What, I've seen dog piss on trees play, and it's not a pretty sight.
The tree was drunk when they showed up.
The tree was drunk and sticking eggplants where the sun don't shine. All right, that.
Oh my God!
She's moved on from hot dogs to eggplants. There you go.
That was offensive.
Comment down below with your thoughts on today's program. It was a combative show, dare I say, Mark Zinno. More combative than usual. You're a man known for combat, though. I just sit and I just sit in the wrong seat apparently. Tomorrow, it will be more kumbaya, my lord. I promise. All right, everybody, let's catch the tickets.